Hey there, beautiful people. Irish Mike here with K9 Fitness. So, the number two reason that people have trouble reaching their fitness goals is discipline. So, discipline for me is doing the things that you have to do, whether you feel like it or not. There are things that we all have to do over the course of a day that we don't necessarily want to do or enjoy, but we have to do it. And one of those things is getting your ass out of bed and actually getting to the gym. Or if it's in the evening when you get off work, instead of just bypassing the gym and saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, actually staying committed to that goal and being disciplined to sticking with doing what you said you were going to do. So one of the reasons we are indisciplined is basically because of our habits. We get into this habit loop. So your habit loop is basically where you have a cue, and then that cue leads to a routine, and then that routine leads to a reward. So say, for example, me, for example, I used to, on Friday nights, that was my cue. It's like, all right, it's the weekend. And that would get me into a routine where I'd stop off, get gas, and I'd grab some beers on the way home. And then when I got home, I'd have a few beers. And that would be my reward. So I had the cue, the routine, and then the reward. So what I did to break that up was, the cue was always going to be there. It's Friday, it's the end of the week, you get done with a long week. So then I had to change the routine. So instead of stopping off and getting gas, I'd just take a different route home and completely change the routine. Or I'd get a workout in, just a 15-20 minute session in before I go home, and that would completely change the routine, which then obviously changes the reward and puts you in a different mindset. So I'm breaking that habit loop. So the habit loop, basically, it starts in your basal ganglia, which is at the base of the brain. And if you can break that loop, then obviously you're not going to have the same habits. You're going to develop a new habit, which is definitely a positive thing when it comes to discipline. Another technique is, again, to break the loop. There's a lady, Mel Robbins, that does this 5-second rule, she calls it. And you basically, when you get into these, when you have these cues, or you have this moment of potential and discipline, if you count backwards from 5, or if you count backwards from 10 in odd numbers, so say start at 9, go 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, it makes you break the loop from that habit in your basal ganglia and brings it to your prefrontal cortex in the front of the brain. So it completely changes what you're doing. Considering we can only have one thought at a time, like try having 2 thoughts at the same time, can't do it. So if you count backwards, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, then it makes it a little easier to switch that, or to break that habit and actually have you consciously thinking about what you're doing. But the biggest thing then at the end of that countdown is to make sure that you take immediate action. You got to do something, or do that thing that you said you were going to do. So if it's like you're about to hit that snooze button, go ahead and count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you got to just get up and sit on the edge of your bed. Once you're sitting up, you're good to go. So those are a couple of ways that you can break habits and create discipline. I hope that helps, and give it a go. Let me know how it goes, and we'll talk to you guys next time for reason number 3, which is time. All right, talk to you guys next time. Have a good weekend.